Marvel has dropped the much-awaited Marvel's Eternals trailer, which will be the biggest movie of the next phase of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. However, many fans out there don't know much about the Eternals, where they came from, what their role is in everything that has happened in the MCU so far, and what they are capable of doing. In this video, we will be talking about 10 exciting and mind-blowing facts about the upcoming Marvel Eternals. So, without further ado, let's begin this video, shall we?
So now that Captain Rogers and Iron Man are both gone, who do you think's gonna lead the Avengers?
I could lead them.
Number 10. The Eternals have the ability to stay underwater for as long as they want. Previously, this living underwater trait was reserved for aquatic superheroes only. However, the Eternals are way more powerful than any other Marvel superheroes, and definitely more powerful than the Avengers. They can survive in water for as long as they want, because in the 2006 series of the Eternals, it was revealed that the Eternals can directly absorb oxygen from water to stay underwater for as long as they want. So technically, they cannot be drowned, as they have the ability to literally live underwater. Number 9. They are split between 5 different generational groups. The first generation of the Eternals included those who were born before the fall of Thanos. The second generation of the Eternals included those who were alive at the time of the Kronos experiment. The third generation of the Eternals included those who were born after the Kronos experiment, but before the second host. The fourth generation of the Eternals included those who were born after the arrival of the second host, around 20,000 years ago. And lastly, the fifth generation of the Eternals included those who were born after the arrival of the third host, around 3,000 years ago. All of these Eternals came into existence before the creation of mankind, and were created by the Celestials to protect planet Earth from evil powers, especially the Deviants. You will learn about the Deviants later in this video, so make sure you watch this video until the very end. Number 8. Thanos was an Eternal. Thanos was so powerful that in Avengers Infinity Wars, he fought off all the Avengers and used the Infinity Stones to wipe out half of all mankind, and survived the snap 2 times. First, after snapping half of the universe out of existence, then snapping to destroy the Infinity Stones as they served no purpose. In Avengers Endgame, we got to see Thanos' power without the Infinity Gauntlet, and he literally manhandled Iron Man, Captain America, and Thor, who was wielding Mjolnir and Stormbreaker. He was literally snapped out of existence by Iron Man, before dying due to the effects of the snap. But did you know that Thanos was an Eternal? Thanos actually belongs to the third generation of the Eternals, the ones who were born after the Kronos experiment. Thanos was born on the planet Titan, to parents who happened to be Eternals, but Thanos was not like his parents at all. His genetics were completely different, as he was possessed by the Deviant gene, giving him his purple-colored skin. The Deviant gene also gave Thanos his evil persona, something that regular Eternals or even Thanos' father did not possess. Number 7. Thanos' relation with the Eternals was also mentioned in the Avengers Infinity War. If you are the kind of Marvel fan who gives attention to the smallest details and can relate to the comics, then you wouldn't have been surprised about what we told you earlier about Thanos. When Thanos came to Red Skull to get the Soul Stone, he was greeted by Red Skull as the son of Alars. Alars happens to be the real name of Thanos' father, Mentor. Thanos then ended up sacrificing Gamora by throwing her off the cliff, trapping her in the Soul World, and adding the Soul Stone to his collection of Infinity Stones. Mentor was incredibly powerful, and number 6 will tell you just how powerful Thanos' father was. Thanos' father, Mentor, might not look like his son, but he was way more powerful than his son, and Thanos did inherit some of his father's abilities. Mentor had superhuman stamina, gifted intellect, and unmatched durability. He was a second-generation Eternal, so he was alive at the time of the Kronos experiment. As mentioned before in this video, the real name of Mentor was Alars. He can manipulate matter on the molecular level, generate cosmic energy as waves of concussive force, and he also has telepathic abilities. However, the limits of the abilities are still unknown. Unlike Thanos, his father did not have an evil persona. He was dedicated to protecting planet Earth from Deviants. Who knew that his own son would turn out to be a Deviant in the form of an Eternal? Number 5. The Forgotten Avenger. Did you know that there was an Avenger that you never got to see in the movies? Did you know that the Avenger we are talking about was, in fact, an Eternal? Well, the Eternal we are talking about here is Star Fox, also known as the Eros of Titan. Star Fox is Thanos' brother, and thankfully, he looked like his parents, and he wasn't evil, unlike his purple-skinned brother. Star Fox possesses powers like physically controlling people's emotions and other cosmic capabilities. He joined forces with the Avengers and Dark Guardians in the comics. However, during his time as a Dark Guardian, using Lockjaw's teleportation ability, the Guardians and the remaining Dark Guardians stormed nowhere. He was killed by Thanos' daughter Gamora, as this was the only way for her to stop her father Thanos' resurrection. Number 4. The Deviants. The main purpose behind the Celestials creating the Eternals was to defend planet Earth. However, the cosmic gods already created evil counterparts to harm planet Earth known as Deviants. Thanos was an Eternal with the genes of a Deviant, which is why he turned out to be the only evil Eternal. But Celestials weren't afraid of Deviants at all. As a matter of fact, they used to eat Deviants as a delicacy. Well, that is a delicacy that none of the viewers would like to enjoy, right? If dealing with Deviants was so easy for Eternals, why didn't they or the Eternals deal with Thanos? We wouldn't have lost so many important Avengers if Eternals took care of the Mad Titan. Number 3. Eternals cannot attack Celestials, not even in defense. Celestials made the Eternals, and they made sure that their creation never goes against them. Eternals have a limitation, that they cannot go against their Celestial Masters for any reason, whether they make a decision to do so or they are tricked into accidentally attacking the Celestials. In response to such an attempt, Celestials can easily shut down the body of the attacking Eternal. This is an automatic defense mechanism implied in the armor of the Celestials. As a matter of fact, the Eternals are required to attack and neutralize any being that dares to engage any Celestial with hostile intent. This is what makes Celestials different from the Avengers. They can stop their creation from going against their creators, unlike Tony Stark, who couldn't stop his own super-intelligent creation, Ultron, from going against him. Number 2. Conventional weapons don't work on the Eternals. Most Eternals are immune to conventional weaponry, the kind of weapons that might affect the Avengers. Even if such weapons hurt them, the Eternals can easily regenerate any damage as long as they are able to have a mental hold over their bodies. Once that's gone, the Eternals become very vulnerable. The only way to beat the Eternals is by breaking their mental bond, which is pretty much impossible. This can be witnessed in Avengers Infinity War and Endgame, where conventional weaponry had no effect on Thanos, who was an Eternal with deviant genes. The only way the Avengers were able to erase him was by using the Infinity Gauntlet against him, thanks to Iron Man, who died after the snap that erased Thanos from existence. Number 1. The Eternals are immortals. When the Celestials created the Eternals to protect Earth from evil powers, they made sure to make the most powerful set of Guardians. This is the reason why every Eternal possesses cosmic energy. Also, their unbreakable mental hold makes them almost undefeatable. This mental hold helps them regenerate the damages their body has taken. They have complete control over their body and the physiological functioning of their body. Therefore, the Eternals of Earth are pretty much immortal. However, the only complaint Marvel fans have with the Eternals is that where were they when Thanos came to take over planet Earth? Things would have been much easier with their help, right? That's all for today. Hope you liked this video, and if you did, press the like button. Also, if you think we missed out on some other important facts in this video, tell us about it in the comment section down below. Also, if you are new to this channel and haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe and press the bell icon for regular updates. See you in the next video.